let's get started. So, happy evening to everybody of another episode of Superb Talk. And this Superb Talk, I can promise you, I have this gut feeling that this is going to be really, really different. We have never ever had. All of you guys know what super speakers we have. And we have, I want to be gentleman, but I still have to give a wonderful introduction. So, I am going to say, she's just 24 years old. As a gentleman, I'm never supposed to tell the age, but she's just 24 years old and she's achieved so much. And our relationship goes way back. I was her coach when she was in college, and that was about at least 5 or 6 years ago. I had started my training career in her college. I got a small assignment there, and I used to do training in her college, and that is where I met this wonderful, beautiful lady. And now she has made an amazing career in YouTube. Yeah, and she's a wonderful MC for many TV shows, movie releases, and all that. She gives she does an MC for that. She's master of ceremonies. She is also a wonderful teacher. She loves teaching. Yeah, incredible. And also the amazing. She is almost a mini celebrity now. Very soon, I must have to talk to her assistant for an appointment. So very interesting when I asked her this thing. At first she said, Coach, let me think about it. Then I said, for me. Okay, she said, yeah. Okay, come on, we will do this. So guys, are you ready? Everybody quickly type ready for superb talk or ready for super speaker. Yes, let's welcome our super speaker by this wonderful message. Quickly, fastest fingers first. Ready, super speaker. Anusha ji has joined all the way from Germany. Hi, Anusha ji. Fabulous. Renu ji has joined. So nice. This is wonderful. Everybody, leaders, switching on the cameras is required. So please. And now I am pinning Paraji. I'm unmuting Paraji. Check, sound check. Can you hear? Can you unmute?
Okay, yeah.
Lovely. I am pinning her. And everybody, as you guys know, the format is very simple. It'll be 35 minutes. Our speaker needs that much amount of time. After that, you have any questions, raise your hand. Kindly don't raise your hands in the middle. And she's just going to share wonderful, amazing, exciting stories from her life. That's the standard format we have. And at the end, you guys can, all floodgates will open. Whatever questions you have, go on. So Parasji, the stage is all yours. I am going on mute. Welcome, Parasji.
Thank you. Thank you for that warm introduction, Coach. I'm excited to be here today at this wonderful occasion. And thank you so much for having me here once again. And welcome to all the lovely people here. I think I just missed out on a few before. So I am Paras Riaz from Chennai. And I've been juggling between a lot of duties, jobs, occupations, and I'm really loving it. Well, to describe my life in one word, I'll call it a roller coaster, a hyphenated word, in fact. So I've at times enjoyed, what happens in life. At times I've been scary about the fact, but at the end of the day, everything is an experience. So I don't know how much would this meeting today be impactful to you, but I'd like to share a few interesting stories that changed me as a person I am today, starting with school. So school has brought in a lot of changes in my personality, in my behavior. I was not the person I am today back then in school. And there were a lot of challenges thrown at me, and I just took it to my stride. And today I am here, and I feel very proud of the way I've come. So let me just quickly start with stories, and at the end of the session, you can tell me what you got to learn from my stories, my life, my experiences in life. So I'd like to start with when I was in grade 6. And since most of you are still in school, you know that there is a lot of competition about participating in dramatics, participating in sports or annual day functions, and the best students are always chosen. You never get an opportunity. And it was quite a fight for me to prove my caliber amongst a lot of bright students. And also there were teachers who had their own children studying in the very same school, so they were given the priority. It was difficult for me to go grab an opportunity of mine. So in grade 6 there was a very a magnum opus kind of an annual day, and it was a very big budget annual day. I think it marked the millennium of my school. I am not sure about that. So they were searching for a particular student who can play the role of the founder of my school. So I studied at Church Park, which is at Mount Road, and Nano Neagle was the founder of Church Park. And they were, auditioning for girls who could fit in the role of Nano Neagle. And even I went and auditioned because I love being on stage, on front of camera. So I auditioned and I was shortlisted. But I was very, very doubtful if I would get through this because they were, the teachers' children also lined up along with me. And I was just pinning my hopes. I just hope I get through this. I just hope I, come on stage and make my parents proud because they'll be watching me on annual day, like most of your parents do. So after a day or two, my class teacher called me and she said, Paris, will you be able to pull off this role? Because this is quite a huge responsibility. You're playing the founder of the school. So you should learn up your lines really well. You can't just go on stage and stammer. And I was like, yes, ma'am, I will do it. Please give me the chance to prove myself. So I rigorously started, mugging up my lines, although I just hate mugging up because I tend to forget. Something that just observes and comes in naturally is a different thing altogether, but I just don't go with the fact of mugging up. It's even for you. So anytime you tend to mug up your lessons or anything in life, it doesn't stay too long. You don't tend to understand the concept. So, but somehow I managed to mug up, and also at the same time I had to understand what was the life of Nano Nagel when she took up the thing. So it was annual day, the big day, the most awaited day, and I performed really well. And every other teacher in school, they just came up to me and they said, Paris, like you were amazing. A child at the age of 12, 13, and you've pulled off this role with quite an ease. Very good. Congratulations on your performance. And I was so happy. I was like flying high. And the next few years, again, we had annual day or founders day celebrated or any other occasion where they had to bring in my founder on stage. They would approach me. And I was like, I used to feel so proud about the fact that, okay, anytime and every time, the only person who comes to a teacher's head is Paris. Okay, Paris can pull off the role of the founder really well. And that was my first achievement in school, fighting the odds among all the people, all the students out there. And then college happened, and I am still a little naive girl, I have to admit that, but at times I tend to take up things in a little responsible manner. And college happened, and I was very new to college. I didn't know how things worked. So slowly, and that is when I met Sachin coach, and he trained us. He taught us how to be confident, how to come up with stage fear, how to let go of stage fear, and we learned a lot of things during our PD class, personality development class. So 2017, 2018, I was having a long drive with my family. I always tend to have, this is a Sunday ritual in our family because we are very occupied with our work life that we hardly we hardly give time to our family, our friends. So every Sunday I make sure that we go on a long drive, spend time with family. And one such long drive was a game changer for me because that was the time when Bahubali released. Okay, I think most of you must be aware of the film Bahubali. So that magnum opus, that big budget film was all stuck in my head, and I was like continuously rehearsing the lines of how Anushka spoke in an interview, how Prabhas would answer to the interviewee. So that is how it was all going on. And I used to mimic the actors, the celebrities. I always had this habit of mimicking. I would make my sister the celebrity. I would try questioning the celebrity. How are you? How have you been? How is your next film, gearing up, and stuff like that. So my dad once asked me, why are you so interested towards, the media field? I often see you imitating celebrities, the way they talk, the way they come up with questions. What is your idea? What do you plan to become in future? What do you aspire to be? And I was blank because it still gives me jitters when people ask me, what do you aim to be in life? Because I don't have a fixed path. I don't know if most of you are like me, because when you were a kid, when they ask you like, what would you aspire to be in future? You would say, I would like to be a doctor. I would like to be an engineer or a scientist or an astronaut and things like that, right? So I never really had a fixed plan. I always wanted to explore different things. When I was in third standard, I wanted to become a pilot. And when I came to 6th, I wanted to do computer engineering. Even when I didn't know what computer engineering was all about, I was so fascinated with things. So then one fine day, my dad asked me, "What do you really want to do in life?" I said, "I don't know." "Why don't you try doing the same thing on camera? You are just mimicking celebrities. You are just trying to, talk like they do. Why don't you do it in real life? Why didn't you take it as a profession?" And I literally started shaking. I was very nervous because I didn't know if my dad was, making fun of me, or was he serious. I said, "I don't know. I don't know if I'll even be able to pull this off." My dad told, "Just give it a try. Give it a try. If things don't work out, it's okay. Let it just be. But try." And my first interview happened. I still remember that. That was one good experience and one bad experience at the same time. I was interviewing a 90s Bollywood heroine. Okay, and she was here in Chennai for a promotion, a Tamil film promotion. And there are so many crazy fans of that actress. I do not wish to mention her name. So I was very nervous. I didn't know how would I interview this person, because hearing her name, I went bonkers. I didn't know, will I be able to do this? Will things go on well? So she entered and I introduced myself. I said, "I'm Paris from so and so channel, and I really love the work that you do, and I'm so happy that you're again back in Tamil cinema after so long." So the interview went quite well. It was going on smoothly when all of a sudden she lost her cool. She banged the table and she just walked away. And I was like, I just stood still, not knowing what just happened. My dad sometimes loses his cool, because if things don't go the way he planned, he just gets tension all the time. And he started shouting, "What did you do? She was such a big celebrity. You lost the interview. She didn't complete it. Who would watch our channel now? What would this, that, blah, blah, blah." Everything happened. And I didn't know what to do, because I was like, I didn't even reach 18. Like, I was very, very immature, very naive. And I started crying. People all around there, they were just staring at me. "Look at this girl, she's crying for an interview that didn't happen the way it was supposed to be." And actually what happened was, usually when they have promotional events for film releases, there are so many channels that are being invited. They can to interview the celebrity. The same question has been asked again and again. So obviously the host, I mean the celebrity, would get pissed off after a point in time. "Oh my god, how many times should I answer the same question? You don't have anything else in the offering?" So I didn't know if my question was repeated. So I just asked the question, like I just brought it up with me. And she said, "How many times should I answer the same damn question?" And she just banged the table and she just walked away. And then I realized, you're always supposed to refer to the previous interviews that the celebrity or the person has given, so that you don't come up with repetitive questions. The celebrity, answering to your questions also feels happy and fresh, and tends to enjoy the conversation that you have. That was one lesson learned. And after that, I started improving on my vocabulary. So since mine is a regional YouTube channel, we speak more of Tamil. And my second language is Hindi. And till 12th, I was only in Hindi. Just because I have friends in Tamil and I stay here in Chennai, I frequently have the habit of conversing in Tamil, but I don't know that 2-year Tamil, that pure Tamil. And since my field is in media, they don't go much into English. We don't concentrate in English. They often ask us only Tamil. Tamil theriyada? You don't know Tamil. When you are in Chennai, you'll have to talk in Tamil. So I started reading newspapers, and my dad often emphasizes on the fact that you'll have to know the language of the place that you live in. If you live in Maharashtra, you should know Marathi, at least basics of Marathi. You're in Tamil Nadu, you should know Tamil, because anytime, anywhere you go, that language around that area would help you out. So I started reading Tamil. And then in my BA second year, there was a course called Advanced Tamil. I didn't know that was Advanced Tamil. I just gave my name because I wanted to get out of the Tamil thing. Otherwise, they would ask me to get into Tamil and appear for the exams. So Hindi was there, second language was there, but there was another additional paper called, Advanced Tamil. I gave my name. And then I had to appear for the exam. I didn't know, apart from writing sentences, I didn't know how to write essays in Tamil. Just imagine. I had to every day write Tamil and memorize it, practice it, ask my dad for help, ask my friends for help. And I should admit, the teachers in my college were very kind enough to coach me well so that I pass. I cleared my exam without any, backlogs. So luckily, I cleared my Tamil exam. So that was another achievement that I felt, okay, someone who does not know the basics of Tamil tried to finish advanced Tamil without any backlogs, and I felt happy at that moment. And then slowly, simultaneously, I was even concentrating on my YouTube channel and comparing my first interview to the interview that I take now, there was a vast difference. I found celebrities coming up to me and saying that you are the one who interviewed this person, right? Your questions were quite different, and the way you presented it was very good. Keep it up. All the very best. You've got a long way to go. And that kind of an appreciation was, it's still close to my heart. I still remember people coming up to me. So that was another point in life. And then another challenge that was coming my way. My life is full of challenges. It's not just my life. Most of our life is full of challenges, but I love taking up those challenges and trying to, finish those challenges. And of course, in this challenge in life, God has been my biggest support. And after God comes my mother, who often keeps praying for me. So I'll come to that story later. Let me talk about this challenge in life. Now, every school, every college has this thing called school pupil leader or college president. You have this club where the entire the student would take care of all
I think network of
president of the
Paras.
college. Yes.
Paras, can you just repeat that last 10 seconds? Your network, yeah, your network is back full. Sorry about that. Yeah,
I
the
am
network.
so sorry.
No, that's absolutely okay. Continue. You were talking about the school pupil leader.
Okay.
They have this from there. Please, sorry, no issues.
Okay. So yeah, they have this thing called school pupil leader or head boy, head girl thing. And in college, you have a secretary or a president. So you will have to go canvassing for this thing. You choose me as the best leader. I would provide good food in the canteen. You would have AC in the auditorium. You would have Saturday, Sundays as, holidays and things like that. You have different agendas which never work at all. Trust me. So I thought of giving it a shot because I always wanted to be a leader. I don't know if that was inbuilt or I just somehow wanted to just stand out of the crowd. So I tried doing that in school, but since my grades were very low and there were a lot of politics involved, they didn't let me become the the school head girl. But I was given another opportunity in college to become the president. So I went ahead, I filled in the form, nomination form, and then I submitted. My faculty members from the department, my HOD, everybody approved. Okay, there's someone from our department going ahead for the presidential post. So we are all cheering for you. We are in full support. And I went canvassing. This is Paras Riaz here. If you'd like to have me as your leader, do click on my name when you see this in the monitor and stuffs like that. And then later, my interview went on well. Then the principal said, since you are a UG student, UG in the sense undergraduation student. So I was doing my bachelor's, right? I cannot rule my seniors. My seniors in the sense, the MA, masters. So it would become a clash. You are very small to them. Yeah, you're younger in age. You can't rule. You can't boss over them. You can't be bossy. You might have clashes. I really don't know if that was the actual reason, because now when I talk to my juniors, they are juniors and they are ruling on their seniors. So I don't know why they didn't allow me to become the president back then in 2018. So I wanted to quit college after 2018. After I was graduated with a bachelor's degree, I thought of trying my master's in another college. But then I heard something from my department. There was this particular faculty who said, Paras and all, she won't be able to become the president. What did she even think and go and file that nomination? I just don't understand. I overheard that. And I was like wondering, why does she have to, or why does this person have to, doubt my capability? This is again time for me to prove that I am capable of becoming the president of the college. So just to become the president of the college, I had to complete 2 more years in the very same college. Now everybody were known faces. They were very familiar with me because I was already, I had already contested for the post of the president. So this was like a clean sweep for me. And I should say I was very proud about the fact that I proved something to someone who thought that I couldn't do this. So just to prove that point, I had to study 2 years. And then I became the president until date. My juniors who are still there in college, they say akka in the sense like elder sister. Akka, we really miss you in college. You brought in so many celebrities for culturals. Our events were so colorful. It was so enjoyable, memorable, but nothing is the same now. Canteen also, something or the other you brought up with changes, but I don't think nobody can be a president like you, Akka. Thank you so much. We really miss you. And poor little things now, since the COVID thing has been a huge problem now, everything has been stopped. There's no culturals. It's all online. Everything through Zoom meetings. So they don't have that possibility of conducting events. But on the other way around, on the whole picture, they were like appreciating me. So I felt really proud about that. And then coming to my another part of this, so I was interviewing, and at the same time I started reviewing films. So I've always been a movie buff. Any given day, any time, ask me to watch a movie, I would. So music, and movies are like my all time. It's like a hobby, or if I feel like killing time, I would watch a movie or listen to good music. But I am very bad at reading books. The only books I read all my life were the books prescribed from my syllabus. But yeah, apart from that, a few of my friends give me some books. They ask me, no, you must read this. It's a game changer and stuff like that. So that is exactly when I read books. So movies are my all-time favorites. So I started reviewing movies. I found nuances of film techniques that could have been better and could not have been better. So I started analyzing films and started reviewing them. So initially, I used to take now, we shoot it for a YouTube channel, right? So all the points are there in the head, but when you face the camera, you tend to get nervous. And a maximum or a minimum duration of a movie is like around 2 to 2.5 minutes, or hardly 3 hours. But I would take almost 4 to 5 hours to review one film, and my movie review would last for around 5 to 6 minutes. Okay, for that 5 to 6 minutes, I had to sit for 4 to 5 hours to just review and record that movie thing. And I should really pity that cameraman who would sit right in front with all those lightings, and you have when you use those sun grain lights, it's too hot. It gets heated up very quickly, and they had to wait for me patiently to finish it. And that was like way back in 2018, 2019. So after 2020, I watch a film, I note down the points quickly, and you won't believe I finished that movie review in 15 to 20 minutes. So that was another achievement. And my mother, she often appreciates me. Thank God. I really pity that. She calls that cameraman Bechara. Bechara means Appavi. I really pity that Bechara who used to sit with you all like 4 to 5 hours just to record that 5 minute duration video. But today I'm very happy. Chalo, you at least let him go very quickly. So this was another thing. And now 2020 lockdown happened. I completed my master's and I was at home. My friends started to do their B.Ed. It is a very cliched thing that anybody who takes up literature ends up doing a teacher training course or something in the field of teaching. They don't have anything else, or they become content writers or authors. They don't have scope. The scope is not there much for literature, but that is wrong. You have a wide reach, wide scope for literature. You can go through, you can come as translators, you can come as copy editors, you can come as journalists. But yeah, I think you need to do a diploma course for journalism. Otherwise, you have a lot of scope. And I was at home, and most of my friends, they were working simultaneously, doing part-time, full-time. They were doing their higher education, and I really didn't know what to do in COVID times. My routine was like, wake up, have breakfast, watch TV, then again have lunch, sleep for some time, watch a nice movie, have dinner, again sleep. So this continuously went on for around 3 to 4 months. And then I think in the month of April, I know a friend who was teaching in a school, so she came up with an offer from the school saying that listen, there's a nice offer for a English teacher. Would you be interested to take up that job? And I said, listen, I've just passed out of college and I don't have my degree in hand too. And I really don't know when when the college is planning to have the convocation. So I really don't have my degree. Would that be okay with the institution? Because I only have one bachelor's degree and I didn't do my B.Ed. I don't have a master's degree. Is it okay? Just ask them and let me know. Yes, they are okay with it, because all the teachers, they were afraid of the COVID strain and they all ran away to their villages. So nobody was there in school to teach the children, and children were like done with the online teaching. Even online teaching still happens, but it's still like it's going on in batches. So online, offline, it's just going on and off. Teachers were not here available in the city, so they wanted new teachers, freshies here in school. So I just went, attended the interview. I spoke about my availability, because I have to balance both the YouTube channel and the school teaching. I can't give 50%. It won't work out. I always like to give my 100%. That's only then you will be able to learn something new. So I told them and they said, yeah, we are perfectly fine with all your clauses. Just let us know when you would like to join. And I joined in the month of May, and 15 days we had a holiday, and then school resumed in June. And initially, I found it a little difficult handling children with the online teaching, but trust me, those children were so cute, so obedient, that they were so supportive. They used to tell me, ma'am, if you click this option, it will unmute. Ma'am, if you click that, you will be able to present whatever you have, PPT or PowerPoint. And they taught me things that online teaching, I'm not very good into technology. I'm not a techie at all. So all those tech savvy children taught me so many things, and I learned the nuances of online teaching as well. And just a month ago, offline teaching also resumed. So meeting them at school was so heartwarming. They all brought me greeting cards. Welcome, ma'am. Thank you so much for being our English teacher, and etc. I really didn't expect that. Like hardly a couple of months into each other, and we didn't know each other much, and they were so kind enough, and I felt like I made some kind of an impact in their life by teaching them something. So life is going on like that, and I've always been motivated by a few quotes. One of them is, focus on you until the focus is on you. I hope you get that. So this is one of my favorite quotes, and I've been still focusing on me because I want more focus on me. So this is one quote. And then the second quote is, believe in yourself. Because if you don't believe in yourself, the world will not believe. So if you want the world to believe in yourself, you will have to believe first. So this is the second most favorite quote of mine. And the third quote is, your small life is someone's big dream. So always be grateful. So these three quotes always keep me going in life, no matter what. I've had my ups, my downs, and life is still a roller coaster for me, and I'm still loving it. And I'd like to end my session here. I think I do not wish to bore you way too much involving my life stories with you. But if this has made a little impact in your life, I'd be more than grateful. So thank you so much, Sachin Coach, again. And yeah, if you've got any questions, you can ask.
Paras, that was sweet, and this was really nice, beautiful. You kept it really, really short. So nice of you. And in fact, actually, you left us hungry. You know, we guys are really hungry for more. Those quotes was really, really good. First of all, everybody, can we give her a big round? We do our Zoom clap, everybody. Our Zoom clap, the round clap, everybody.
Thank you.
Zoom clap for Paras ji. She has just put in her heart and soul and wonderful, amazing, nice stories. Thank you, Paras ji. So before I open the gates for others to ask, I'm quite sure many of them will have lots and lots of questions. I have summarized a little bit. I'm going to give my summary. And I always believe that we can learn from anyone and everyone. So I learned quite a bit from you, Paras ji. Let me just begin. What are the things that I have learned? Okay. I made quite a good number of notes, actually. Yeah. So one amazing thing we can learn is roller coaster is a nice and a happy experience. Enjoy it. It might be a bit scary and lovely. Go for the challenges. And competition is fun. As a sixth standard, she knew that go for it, grab these opportunities. They come less, and she got this amazing honor to be a founder, huh? And that is really good. And after that, she was the second best founder for the anytime for the role. That was really really new. So she was always there to prove people. She got an opportunity. She got selected, and then she said no. Then when the teacher asked, "Are you ready?" Paras said, "Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready to go and prove myself." She was always natural. She said she didn't like mugging up and all that. It comes very naturally to her, and we can see that, isn't it? We saw the glimpse of those beautiful nuggets. It came so naturally to you, Paras. This was really really good. Chosen for founder, and after that, she was always chosen for as a founder. Then 2017-18, during a long drive, Bahubali was her game changer, and the movie was really really big, and I started her career too. It's a father who proposed her idea. Hey, okay, you keep talking about movies, you keep mimicking, and you keep being. Why don't you go ahead and do this? And the first steps were like a little scary. Oh, camera! How am I going to do all that? But family's backup, her father's backup was really monumental that made it happen. And she recollects this wonderful story of a celebrity who got really mad because of the same question we asked again and again. And can you see that though she had a difficult time, she was less than 18, she was crying, but instantly she had a learning. Instantly she had a learning that, yeah, from now onwards, I must watch previous interviews. I must make sure that this should not be boring interviews, but it should be nice conversation. And I guess that's her USP, isn't it? Lovely, beautiful. She ran through another challenge. Tamil. She speaks Hindi, and it's English is what she is, her bachelor's. She took up English and signed up for an advanced course. That's awesome, yeah. Paras, you're a daredevil. You're a daredevil. Love that. Okay. And the thing is, I learned this thing. Ask for coaching. She didn't flunk her. She passed it. She cleared it. She asked for coaching, and teachers were kind. Dad was very happy to mentor her, and she cleared her Tamil. Amazing. Seriously. Absolutely. So life is full of challenges. She always has this attitude called bring it on. Bring it on. Let's see. Patikla. Isn't it? My Tamil is not as great, Paras. Okay, it was always that bad, and now it's still that funny only. Okay, and she always, this is an attitude, she would always answer back to people not by speaking but by showing. Though she had to do college 2 years, but I can definitely say that must be definitely lots and lots of learning. She ran in for a college president, though school she was denied for her marks, and undergraduate she said the seniors will be a challenge, but then till date, people reckon her time as a president. She brought in celebrities, and I think made them very colorful. And the canteen had better options and all that. Lovely. Thank you so much. Paras, when I came to your college that time? You were president that time?
No, just after you had left, I thought of signing up for the president.
That was then. When I came, you were in UG or PG?
UG.
UG, okay, wonderful, wonderful, nice. Just recollecting, those were amazing days for me also. I was also getting into training just then. Then a movie review, she says, how it all started was big, long, lengthy process. And today, she's a master. She's a master, lovely. She says, literature, many of us have this, what you can say, this particular side stock that, okay, we can only do this, we can only teach. But she says today literature has got lots and lots of scope. Teaching got her a wonderful opportunity during COVID. There were no teachers, and she was asked, come and fill up. And when she went to the school, students are greeting her with greeting cards and all that. Paras, we are so proud of you. And she ended with 3 wonderful quotations that got me really thinking. The second and the third one is something that, the third one was really, really awesome. The first one is focus on yourself until the focus is on you. Wow, Paras, that was really, really good. I think leaders, champions, this is something we can focus on yourself. So deep, work on yourself, and it'll take some time. And then finally, before the focus And that's the way, isn't it? That's the way. Before people focus on you, first you need to focus on yourself, chisel yourself. Is it going to be challenging? Yes. Is it going to be painful at times? Indeed. Thank you so much. That was really good. Focus on you until the focus is on you. Wow, Paras, you made my day. Believe in yourself. Yes, there's nothing better than that. There'll be always somebody in the world telling you you can do this. There'll be somebody, more people telling you you cannot do this. But you believe in your gut instinct, go for it. Sooner or later, the world will be behind you. Thank you, Paras, for telling that. And this was heart touching. Your small life is someone's big dream. Have gratitude. We always complain, oh, this person. And yeah, we can be, we are definitely role models for many, many millions of people, in fact. So when we see that, life is so beautiful. You made my day, absolutely. Paras, I must say, we have done many superb talks. This is really, really inspiring. Can we once again give her a big round of applause? I'm not sure that I did anything close to justice for that small summary. That's a part of the format. Paras, wonderful. Guys, I am opening the gates. I'm quite sure.
So I'd also like to add on to one thing. I totally just forgot that in between. About my mother.
Yes,
so
please.
My mother has been a backbone. I don't know if you have that kind of a rapport today. I used to get very angry with my mother because she always used to be very nosy about things. Don't be friends with this person. Don't do that thing. And I was like, why do you always have to interfere in life? But only after I crossed that stage, I recollect the words spoken by my mother. My mother was right. She has experienced so many things in life, which is why she wants me to be alert, wants me to be careful. And not just that, by just listening to my voice, my mother can tell me so many things about my mood, how my day had been. So all I'd like to say is life is very short. We've been losing so many people in life, especially during COVID times. So keeping your parents close to you, talking to them, saying good morning to them, how was your day? Did you eat lunch? Did you have something? Just, asking things to them is something that you could give your love, show them some affection is what I really feel, because we don't know what might happen tomorrow. And you might sometimes feel that your parents are always annoying you. They are always behind you, study, do this, do that, but it's all for your good. Because at the end of the day, all that they wish is to see you in a better place. So all I'd like to say is love your parents, respect them. Respect in the sense is like, don't always, okay, Amma, I'll do that. No, I'm not asking for that. Don't back answer. Just obey what they like to say. Try to, I'm kind of getting emotional at this moment, but just make them happy. Make sure you don't become the reason for their tears. That is all I could sum it up with. So keep your parents happy and make them proud, and God will definitely bless you with more and more things in life. Yes, so I'm done. Thank you, Coach.
This is even a better ending. Wow, thank you so much. And I think many youngsters will want to hear that, and keeping our parents proud. Never make sure that you're never the reason for them to have tears. Thank you so much. That was really emotional. Thank you so much. This is amazing ending, Paras. Lovely, beautiful, so nice. Thank you so much. Wonderful. So now it's time for your questions. We had many people who wanted it, but being on Monday, and I'm quite sure that when we put it live on our YouTube channel, I'm quite sure there'll be hundreds of views coming in very, very fast. People will definitely find this talk very inspiring. We have a small number, but I can tell you these are one of the best leaders who are here. Okay, yes, anybody has a question, go on, raise your hand. I'll be happy to unmute you. Any questions? Go on. Yash has joined us all the way from Kanpur. Yes, you will have some questions for Parasji. Shashikala ji has raised her hand. Yes. Shashikala ji, who is this? Shashikala ji or Gayatri?
Ji, I am myself, Ji.
Please.
It's a gratitude, nothing else. Gratitude to you, and to very, very happy to hear Paras sharings. Really amazing, awesome. Thank you. Thank you. It's a great opportunity for me. Thank you, Ji. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
the both. Thank you. Keep going, Paras.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sashikala ji herself is an amazing singer. She sings for Doordarshan and she's mother of Vishal Leader and Gayatri Champion. Yes, Gayatri, you have a question for Paras ji? You have one? I'll unmute you. Yeah. Go on, guys. Your wacky questions, anything. It's very hard to have, such a young speaker. Okay. Anybody else? Chavi, anybody else? Come on, guys. Kavita ji, any question? Kavita ji, good to see you. Yeah. This is all YouTube generation. Okay. Yeah. Bhargav has a question. Bhargav.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, first of all, thanks for the talk. Yeah, I have a question. Like, how exactly do you like review movies?
Sorry, I didn't get you.
How exactly do you like review movies?
How exactly I review movies?
Yeah, like what's your
Like-
process?
You want me to tell you about the process?
Yeah.
Okay, so firstly, while you watch a film, reviewers these days, they are like paid. Let me be honest with you. They get paid for their reviews, but there are a few portals where they do, direct reviews without receiving any payment. So you first watch a film, and then you just jot down the plot line. What is the plot line of the film? And then how were the performances in the film? Who were the lead actors? What were their previous works? You can bring in a comparison to their previous works. If they were, a debutant, if they were debuting through the film, you can tell if they were impressive enough for their first debut. So you can point out those things about the technical aspects, how were the visuals in the film, the background score, the music, the editing in the film, and such technical aspects. And then you can sum it up with what is the message the film tries to convey. Is it a paisa vasool film? Is it like just a passable entertainer? And your final verdict would make up with the review. Reviews also differ from printed reviews to video reviews. So accordingly, you will have to do that.
Thank you.
Oh, I was on mute. Bhargav, you have any other further? Does that answer your question? Great. This thing, Paras ji, you can definitely put your link for your channel, and I'm quite sure everybody will subscribe. Yes. Yeah. Chavi has a question. Chavi. Yes. Hi, Chavi.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi, Chavi.
So I wanted to ask, were you feeling really nervous when you started your YouTube channel?
Extremely nervous. You have no idea. Anybody would they would wonder, you love this job, why do you have to be nervous? So I would create such funny blunders that people would ask, after all, it's a video, it's just a YouTube thing, why do you have to be so scared about? So I was initially very nervous. Sometimes I even tend to become nervous when I've been asked to interview a very, very popular celebrity. I tend to get nervous. Or if it's a film that is very hyped about. For example, if you take Bahubali, okay, that game-changing film for me, that's a very hyped film, and I can't go wrong with the nuances. I haven't learned film techniques, but with the little knowledge that I have, I should bring in justice to the review that I do, so I can't go wrong with it. So sometimes I still tend to get nervous, but at the end of the day, it just takes a couple of minutes to get back to your confidence level, and then do the task that you are assigned to.
Okay, thank you. Because I asked this because I also wanted to be a YouTuber.
Wow, all the very best.
I talked with my friends. I wanted to be his friend.
What kind of YouTube content would you be interested in?
Like normal school vlogs and all.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
Vlogs.
Blogs. Okay. All the very best, Chavi. Looking forward to seeing that.
Thank you.
Chavi is an amazing dancer also. She's a beautiful, wonderful leader. Thank you, Chavi. That was a very good question. And then I wanted to ask, see, when you interview, as you said, you had the times when there'll be a nervous time. Raghav, please hang on. I have one question. I'll just quickly, then I'll give it to you. Okay. And Raghav made wonderful notes. Raghav loved your notes. So nice. Paras, does it happen? The celebrities whom you interview, do they get nervous at times or something like that?
No. They make the host nervous. Like, how many questions do you have? Can you just share the questions with me? I'll prepare myself so that there's no impromptu. Sometimes they tend to ask such stupid or silly questions that the celebrity would get, very irritated. What kind of a question is that? So they ask us in advance. And when they do that, they tell, no, let's just chuck this question. No, I'm not answering this. Just skip that question. So when they do that, you tend to lose the confidence that you came with. Sometimes that happens.
Oh, so you have to, it's never impromptu, is it? Is it
Most
always?
of the celebrities, very, very rare celebrities, they say, yeah, let's just go with the flow. I do not wish to come prepared with answers. That, immediate reaction would be more interesting for the audience to watch. If I just come planned with the answer, what I'd be answering, that won't be good. So there are celebrities who just go with the flow, but there are celebrities, because in the past they would have had some bitter experiences with the other journalists or interviewers, so which is why they ask us questions in advance.
Wonderful. That's even learning for us also. Nice. Thank you so much. Okay, I have Raghav. Raghav made a wonderful, beautiful review. Thank you, Raghav. Raghav, please unmute. Raghav, we can't hear you. Something with your earphones or?
Can you hear me, Coach?
Yes, much better.
Okay. So, I used to be very addicted to YouTube. Like, I used to watch tons of these recap movies, typically Minecraft videos, those kind of bloggers. So, most of the movie recaps that I saw, they would always be some kind of robot voice recapping the movie. So I honestly thought that was the only thing that people did. But after hearing about how you did your version of it, I think I'll check that out later today, I guess. So
please do check and let me know how you liked it.
I can't hear. Wait, my speaker.
Please do check my videos and let me know how you liked it.
What's the name of your channel? Can you just put it there?
Yes. My YouTube channel's name is V4U Media.
V4U. Yeah, correct. Yes.
You'll have a purple color logo.
Did I put that right? V4U in the chat? Yeah, I remember.
That's
Purple
right.
color. Nice. V4U. Yeah. And you are inching very close to the 100,000 mark, isn't it? Yes.
Hopefully we reach our target by the end of this year.
Yeah, I know you guys are doing really, really good. And I'll also put the link so that people can subscribe. Guys, any other questions you have? Sashikala ji's hand is again up. I think, yeah. Thank you, Anusha ji, for joining all the way from, I hope Germany is not too cold. Take care of yourself. Yeah, she joined all the way from Germany for us. Sashikala ji, you have a question or Gayatri?
To Gayatri. Hi, ma'am.
Gayatri, go on.
Yeah, hi, ma'am. I'm Gayatri, myself Gayatri, and I really love your story. In the story, I learned we have to cross our comfortable zone. So, thank you, ma'am, and thank you, coach. For this.
Thank you, Gayatri. Glad you liked it.
Yeah.
So nice of you, Gayatri. Yes, we have Yash. Yash. Hi, Yash.
Hi, coach.
Yeah.
Coach, how will I?
What happened? Yes, yeah. Yes. Okay, he gets his technical errors right. Anybody else has any other questions? Yeah. Where is Rishik and Yashmita? I don't see this guy. Okay. Yash is back on. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Yash. Yash, unmute again. I'm very sorry. Yeah, go on.
How will I subscribe the channel?
You will have to click the subscribe button and then click on the bell icon to
Where
get
is
notified.
what is your channel name?
My channel name is B4U Media.
What? V for
For
you media.
Media. Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
You'll find my picture on the thumbnail of a few videos, so you can easily find that.
Okay.
If my face has been registered as of now.
For you me before you media.
Thank you, Yash. We love you. Yash is amazing. Yeah. One of my youngest leaders. Yeah. Guys, anybody else has any question? Rishik, Yashmit, hey guys, these guys are there. They've gone to the class. Okay, lovely, lovely. There, this thing. Chavi has raised her hand again. Chavi wants to be a YouTuber, and so she is now keen. Yeah, lovely, Chavi.
Hello again, ma'am.
Hi.
So I wanted to ask that. So you have a YouTube channel. So what is your goal?
What is the goal or what is the role?
What is your goal to reach?
My goal, they say that YouTube channels bring in a lot of revenue, but I don't think that is true because the content that you give in is what matters. So I really wish we reach a goal where our revenue is generated, we reach a target audience, and the content that we provide the viewers with is actually good enough for entertainment. As of now, that is the goal that we are looking forward to.
I'm not asking you the subscribers goal. I'm asking.
The subscribers, that is what, like, I don't have a fixed goal like 15 million, 10 million, 1 lakh. As of now, we are nearing 1 lakh. So definitely we'll have to reach a goal. So I don't have a fixed goal as of now. All that I want is a good revenue that has been generated out of good content.
Okay, thank you. I just forwarded this all to my friends so I'll tell them to subscribe.
Okay.
Thank you, Chavi. That is nice. So, Chavi, she has revenue goals instead of subscribers goal. It's revenue is more important as long as the material is quality, correct? Isn't it? If
Yes,
you have
it's like quality over quantity. That's the main
correct.
idea.
You can have less number of subscribers and still this thing. That's nice. That's good. Manomay has a question. Yes.
After you get to 100,000 subscribers, can you show your play button to all of us?
Of course, I would be more than glad to do that. In fact, I'm eagerly waiting for that day. Yes, that is me. I also made a Corona song. So I was so bored. I really didn't know how to, kill time. So my sister and I, we came up with a Corona song. She wrote the lyrics for that song. And I made a karaoke version of, you have a famous number from the Hindi film Stree. Okay. So I took the karaoke track of that song. And then I inserted the lyrics my sister wrote and I made a Corona song. When the Prime Minister of India, Mr. Modi, had announced that 5 o'clock we'll have to ring bells, we'll have to light diyas. Based on that, I just made a Corona song. Just give it a listen and let me know. So
wonderful. We will indeed check it out. And guys, comment on that song. Okay. Lovely. Yes.
And also
Chavi,
do add it along with like Superb Humans. So I'll know that, okay, you were from the session.
Yeah, guys, you can put it. Tanisha is showing her phone. She has already subscribed. Hi, Tanisha. So sweet of you.
Thank you, Tanisha.
Wonderful. Yes. Anybody else has any questions? Manomay, that was a very nice question. Thank you so much. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Again, we have Sashikala ji asking, or Gayatri has a question. Yes, go on. Please unmute.
Yeah, ma'am, is it song in your YouTube channel?
Yes, we released it on our YouTube channel. You can find it there.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
So awesome. Yeah. Any other questions? Guys, I have a request. All the leaders who are participating. Advait has joined so late. Hi, Mahek. So all the leaders, I have a request. as how Raghav put notes. Bhargav, please put notes and just put it there. And you know that these are wonderful learnings. We get to meet such amazing people who have achieved so much. And we can learn so much, isn't it? Correct? So please, Manomai, Tanisha, Chavi, please write. And Chavi, for you, this must be really inspiring, isn't it? So write down. So yes, okay, she is, I think, subscribed. So nice of you, Chavi.
Thank
And
you, Chavi.
so all of you, please take a moment and write down at least one page. How much? Chavi, one page. Chavi Modi, and we have two Chavis here. Chavi leader and Chavi Modi. Yeah. So guys, write Chavi, write one page, and so that we can have these learnings much more deeper within us. Yes. Any final questions anybody has? We have reached, we are inching towards the 8 o'clock. Kalai sir, Kalai ji, vanakkam. Mehak, you have a question, Mehak? Mehak, it's been a long time, Mehak. Hi, Advait. It's been a long time. Some leaders have caught up. Yes, so nice. So thank you so much to everybody. Hi, Advait. Advait, do you have any question for Paras superb speaker today? Guys, recordings will also reach you in your own groups by tomorrow morning perhaps. So at least how many values do we write, Bhargav? 10. Yeah, every 10 values that we have learned from our super speaker of our superb talk today. That is Paras Riaz ji. Paras ji, heartfelt gratitude. Thank you so much. I loved every part. I loved that mom part so much. And focus on yourself before the focus is on you. That was really nice. Thank you so much, Paras ji. Truly, it's an amazing. We have many speakers, and learning from somebody who's so young is inspiring. Thank you, Paras ji. You're doing a fabulous job juggling between things. This lady, I want to tell you, she doesn't have time at all. She doesn't have time at all. Quickly finishes things. Stay busy and keep doing this great work. Thank you, Paras. It was amazing.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you once again for having me here. I just hope I've made some kind of an impact among all of you today, and wishing all the little ones here a huge and a bright future ahead. So keep rocking. Thank you. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Paras. You are amazing. One day you're going to be a bigger founder, okay, than your founder whose role you played. Can we all give her a big round of applause? Can we all give her a nice big round of applause? Everybody, I want you guys to type in a nice, amazing, loving, and a gratitude message for Paras ji. Come on, everybody. Yes. Quickly make that in 30 seconds. Yes. Yeah. Oh, hi, Advait. Yes, Advait, write the values after I watch the recording. Okay, you joined little late. Yes. Yeah. A nice gratitude message for our wonderful speaker. Yeah. Yes, that was my message. You're indeed a founder. Yes. Lovely. Nice. Guys, come on. Pour it. You know, they take their time just for us. And Paras, as I said, a book will reach you shortly. Please send me your address and I'll be happy to send it across to you. And I know you're really busy. You love watching movies, but read this book. Okay.
I'll do. Definitely, Coach.
Yeah. So nice, Mehak. So nice. Mehak has set a heart also for you. Thank you so much for sharing your experience with us. Genuinely means a lot. Makes us impact all of. Thank you, Mehak. It's been a long time. So good you found time. Bhargav is. Thank you, Bhargav. There's a lovely message for a wonderful guest. Yes, Chavi's hand is again up. Chavi, you want to say something instead of typing? Okay, Chavi wants to say something. Chavi, yeah.
Coach, why don't you tell ma'am to interview you?
Sorry?
Wow. I'd be like super excited to do that. It would be amazing. It would be amazing, Coach. She wants me to interview you.
Okay. She wants me to interview me. Okay, I'm nowhere close to being a celebrity. I study in class 1. Which section? Anybody knows? 1? B. Yeah, lovely, lovely. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. And I want to tell you guys one more thing. Same thing happens to me till today. Earlier, I used to be very nervous, and still happens to me when I face the camera. I forget my lines. Does it happen to you sometimes? I'm quite sure Paras is beyond all that, but it all used to happen those days. Also, I was wondering, Paras, when you're telling no, that nervousness, I say, finally, I've got people who can understand what it happens. Oh my God. Seriously, when you are in front of camera, something happens, no? Very strange it is, yes. Thank you so much, Chavi. That was a wonderful message. And very nice, Shashikalaji's message. Renuji, thank you so much for joining in. Lovely. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are coming to an end. Thank you, Chavi. So nice of you. We're coming to an end of another wonderful, amazing, superb talk. And good night to everybody. Superb night. See you guys in the morning for superb morning. Okay, bye-bye. Yes, Chavi Modi wants to say something. Chavi.
Thank you, ma'am, to have your time with us.
Thank you, Chavi.
Thank you.
You are so nice, Chavi. Thank you so much for that wonderful message. Thank you so much. So bye, guys. Thank you so much, Paraji. Heartfelt
Thank you.
gratitude.
Thank you.
Honestly, it was really,
Thank
really
you.
good. I love the focus part and the parent part. That's really, really nice. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye,
Good
ma'am.
night. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Good night, leaders. Stay safe. Stay inspired.